So this week's on our, I used to call it our aquarium plant series, where we discuss different plants every Monday. And this week I already had this one planned out, and this week we're actually going to talk about the Anubis nana. And I actually have this plant. It is right here. So this one's really big. It's not really big, but it's grown a lot since I've had it, so it's pretty good size compared to what somebody else might have in their tank. But it's about 4 inches tall, maybe 5 at the tallest. But this plant, beginner, and this tile is going to call beginner, but it is extremely easy. Probably easier than Java Firm, probably easier than anything. Crypt, I mean, it's probably easier than all of those. As I've seen, as I've grown some of these plants, Anubis, really any Anubis has been like the easiest plant to ever grow. Now, it is best to probably tie these to maybe a driftwood, maybe burying them some rocks, like I have, maybe find a little hole and like stuff it in there. Or tie or if you have like some spiderwood, maybe like tie it to the branches, but you can do whatever. Mine's planted, which is not like the most recommended thing to do. People do it all the time, but obviously they do way better on driftwood or stuck to a rock or something. Mine is just kind of hard to stick anything through it. So I just had to plant mine, but it does, as long as you don't bury it too deep, it does perfectly fine. And it does, especially like sand is probably a little bit harder, but if you have like a really good fertilizer like ADA or Stratum, where the roots can easily go by, it would have no problem growing with its rhizome under the substrate. But it's obviously better to tie something down to it. But this plant, if you let it grow and you have, CO2, which is not recommended, it doesn't need anything. The only thing it really needs is light. Um, but if you do, it will grow a lot faster, and any plant will do better with CO2 or fertilizer. But if you really do everything, this plant can get up about 8 inches, 7, 8 inches. I haven't really seen it that big before, but they will get that big. They're As far as Nubius Nana, they're all green. Maybe a little tint of yellow, but that's probably not a good thing if it's yellow. It means it's probably dying or really. But lighting, just like I said, I mean it can probably grow without lighting. I'm pretty sure it could, but as long as you have some moderate lighting, like mine's $100 fixture. It's a 2 feet deep, 2 feet deep tank, so it is a challenge, especially these S weapons, which are doing great, but obviously I'm only getting like 30 par at the bottom of this tank with this light. If it was on maybe a 20 long or something, I probably could be getting like 80 par. So you just see, I mean, having a deep tank really affects when having plants, but moderate lighting, I mean, really any LED that at least gives off good light or T5 will do perfectly fine. You don't have to worry about it. They categorize this as a foreground plant, which for foreground plants really to me are just like S. repens, dwarf hairgrass, Molly Caro, what else is there? Giant hair grass, all your almost like grass-like plants, the ones that that kind of just create a bottom layer on your tank, and then you got your background plants that kind of grow taller and bigger, and then you got some of the mid-ground plants, which honestly I would categorize that as a mid-ground plant, but they say it's a foreground plant, which it very much can be, but it's not gonna like carpet or anything, so really I don't. For me, like for it to be a foreground plant, it has to carpet, but that's just what I think. But it's very popular plant. You can probably get it. You can get it on everywhere. Every YouTuber that sells plants sells it. HGO Aquarium Co-op. Who else sells plants? I can't think of any at the moment, but those two big ones. Aquarium Factory. A lot of the big name plant people, they'll always have this plant. It might not be in stock because a lot of people like getting it because it's that hardy, but It's very popular. It'll run you about maybe $7, $8 for one. And obviously, if you get like tissue cultured, it's gonna be about 12. So is that a cheap plant? Well, I guess I mean nowadays, I mean they're selling plants as much as coral now, some of them, but that's what I feel like. Plants are becoming like plants in the freshwater, like coral to the saltwater. It's like we always want to buy more plants and add plants to the tank. It's like it's kind of like a similar thing between fresh and salt. But some plants, yeah, for tissue cultured, you could be paying like up to $20 once you get the shipping. So some of these are getting really expensive these days. But yeah, that's a quick rundown of Nubius Nana. If you have questions, obviously I can answer them. You know, mine's been going very well. This leaf right here is actually a new leaf. It was very small, and now it's as big as the rest of the leaf. So it's definitely growing new leaves. It's probably grown about 2 new leaves since I've had it. Been staying very green. But I think this fern that was right here was causing a problem. It was actually dead this whole time, so it rose my ammonia, and so now that one's gone. But I really want to get some in this corner, a nice bushy plant. I don't know what yet. There's just one red plant that I want. This YouTuber hasn't responded to me back, but I saw it in his tank, and I was like, I just have to have that plant. I just want to know what it is. It's a really cool red plant that looks like it carpets pretty good. I mean, not carpet, but bushes up pretty good. But maybe we'll do like a big bush of H2O was he was selling a big thing of a big bush of Anubius, not Anubius, Java fern, from the seller. If you guys have been watching him recently, it was only like 20 $30. I really wanted to buy it because it would fill up this entire area. But I basically want a red plant, do this corner, maybe do a big bushy plant or tall, a little bit taller plant, like cover this corner. Maybe move that one, move this plant somewhere else, and do another big bush of plants right here. But I don't want to start rambling about other stuff because this is obviously we're here for about Anubius Nana. So but yeah, that's kind of a quick update, and obviously we talked about Anubius Nana. So yeah, comment, like, subscribe. We're almost at 150. I haven't checked yet. Maybe we're 8 or 9 subscribers away. So that's getting pretty legit. We got to 100 fast, and we're almost already at 200. So yeah, so, and I'll see you guys. Oh, and if you guys want to, if you tell me in the comments what plant you want me to talk about next, and if first person to say what they want, I'll do that next week. I'll do whatever you guys say. So, or if nobody does, I'll pick it. But yeah, comment, like, subscribe, and I'll see you on the next.